PMAC Movies, finally back for a brand new PMAC Movies haul video. I told you, if PMAC doesn't get the feedback, doesn't get the support, these videos are going to drop down to maybe monthly, and that's where we're at pretty much with things. But, so pretty much if I feel like making a video every month, 2 months, I'll make a video. But, you know, unless I'm just showered with support, what's the point? If there's not that many people that care, it makes you not really care. Because I don't really necessarily just do it for the fun of it. I got better things. I got other things I need to be doing, you know. So now you only get these videos every once in a great while, because it is time consuming to make the video to a certain degree, especially when your time's limited. But enough of that nonsense. Let's take a look at what PMAC's been hoarding up on. It's possible that some of these were shown off during my last haul video, which I was just looking, and I think it was over a month ago. February 17th. So yeah, about a month and a half here. We're going now. And so we'll take a look at what I got. And it's just going to be all over the place. There's a lot of stores in here. I don't have them all sorted out because they just kind of go wherever. And then I'm just deciding to make this video. So we'll go through and see. We do have a new release here. Dragon Slayer. This is a movie that I wanted on Blu-ray for quite some time. I was surprised it never had a Blu-ray. And it's not that I'd never seen the movie before. I actually have the DVD of it. But I just heard good things about it, and there's so few, I feel like there's so few good fantasy movies, that it was definitely one I wanted to get on a good quality. I believe it's on, I was watching part of it on Paramount Plus before this came out too, one night. But it's not, excuse me, it's not really that great of a movie. It's a pretty good one though. I think Disney originally made this. Paramount put out this 4K. They put out a Blu-ray. This is my copy from Target, and it's just like, I don't know what happened to this thing, but it's like all bent up. It's weird. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's like, it looks like it got like waterlogged and then dried, although it didn't. But the actual case is fine, and Target refunded me for that, so that one was actually free. And then my good friend Joe Masiello, who is if we had more Joe Masiellos out there, PMAC Movies would be thriving. Unfortunately, there's only one Joe Masiello. But he sent me over Dragon Slayer, the Steelbook, which Target kind of screwed me on. I ordered it in the buy two get one. And it's looking like now I'm probably not even going to... I mean, I don't need it now that he sent me this. But I think I messed up the J card there. It got folded. I don't know how I did that. It didn't come like that, though. But this has got, like, the slip cover. And the back's actually quite nice. The back image on the slip cover there. And then you pull it out. And it's got the Steelbook, which I think I would have liked it more. And again, thank you, Joe Masiello. Very, very generous to send this out. Steelbooks always have little imperfections and things. That's why I don't buy them very often. I do have a couple more in here, actually. But I buy them when it makes sense to buy them, at least in my mind. But you always get little dents and things like that. So on this one, on the bottom here, it got... There you can see it. It got that. You just always, so I'm not even going to deal with, oh, I need to get a exchange, or I need to this and that. I probably could, with his receipt, I could probably go out to the Best Buy here and exchange it if I really wanted to. But happy to have the Steelbook, though. It is nice. It's a movie I've wanted for quite some time. But like I was saying, that those Lionsgate steelbooks, I would have liked something like that. Maybe the actual steel book, to have that on it, and then have a one of those plastic slipcovers over it. I think that would have been pretty cool. I like how the Lionsgate how they do the steel books. Anywho, let's see. I got a Goodwill one that I got yesterday. It's a Jimmy Stewart movie, Call Northside 777, a film noir DVD here from 1948, 111 minutes. Really knew nothing about it, but saw it for $2 there. And I don't think it was one I've ever seen out and about. This is a movie that I do have on DVD. Maybe I did buy the Blu-ray. I might already have the Blu-ray of this. But I had a $10 off 20 at Big Lots, and this was the only thing I found that I was interested in. I know I was close to buying the Blu-ray of this at a Big Lots. I don't know if I ever ended up cashing out that day though. So it's possible I have 2 of this, but not a big deal. It was very, very cheap. It basically ends up being half off the $2.50, so it was like $1.25. And this is a Filipino movie. Charmy actually knows this Ann Curtis. Although I think I was watching the DVD with her one time and she didn't really want to keep watching it, but so I don't know. I'm confused. Maybe my memory is off on that. I don't know. I just got stuff all over the place. I got this Indicator box set, which Indicator has a sale. I believe the sale's still going, actually. They have a sale, Indicator UK, Powerhouse Films. But I got this one not in that sale. I originally ordered this from Deep Discount for $70. This is 6,000 copies between the UK and the US. It is Magic, Myth, and Mutilation, the micro-budget cinema of Michael J. Murphy, a box set of a filmmaker who is very little known. My copy's number 5,778 out of 6,000. Now, I originally paid $70 for this from Deep Discount, and then there's a whole thing. I ended up buying another copy somewhere else. And it was just because so the copy I got from Deep Discount, I look at it, it looks mint. I open it up, and I see on the side here, there's a spine slash going the whole way through. And I actually contacted Indicator about it. They said there's nothing they could do. You have to go through Deep Discount, who you bought it from. And it was a whole thing. I ended up buying one from Amazon. And I was just trying to get basically a mint box. And the Amazon box is all, it's just rounded. Because they put it in a bubble mailer. So it's just rounded corners. Just not good. So I ended up getting a refund from Deep Discount. I sent that one back, and Amazon said I could keep this baby. So freebie, free box set. Thank you, Amazon. Indicator limited edition. Glad to have it. All sorts of movies on this too. There's some like fantasy movies. There's more like horror stuff. But I did pop in. I think I was watching Avalon, and the image quality is terrible for that one because it's like some of these, the original film or whatever was destroyed. Some of them look like pristine apparently. So I'll have to kind of look through and see what's what. But there's a lot of movies on this. I believe it's a 10. How many discs is it? I think this is a 10-disc set. And as far as how many movies it is, 34 hours of material, of movie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It looks like there's about 25 movies on this. Some of them I think are a little bit shorter and stuff too, but it seems like a pretty interesting box set, and it's a limited edition. It's gonna sell, and that's gonna be gone. Then the price of it's gonna go way up. So, I didn't put my Dragon Slayer little cover back on there on the Steelbook. The J card that I messed up. Alright. So some other stuff. This was $6. I read good things about it. So I have Amazon credit card rewards that have just been building, and I pretty much only use those for movies. I don't, like, I buy a lot of regular stuff from Amazon too, but I save the rewards just for movies. So when there's a decent movie deal, I'll go ahead and grab things with my Discover Rewards. At one point here recently, I had over $100. Now I think it's down to 70 something. But Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. A lot of people thought pretty highly of this movie, like a pretty good comedy. I knew nothing about it. So to be able to get it for $6, I thought was a pretty good price there. So I went ahead and got it. Some other stuff from Grove. This one ended up being, these were 2 for, what was it? 2 for 14 or 15, and then the 20% off code. But the one that was a really good deal was the Great Waldo Pepper. This is the Shout Select, and it was only like, I think it ended up being maybe like $7.50 after, or maybe $7 after, or maybe, can't remember, maybe $6.50. I can't remember how much these were. And the $3.55, I really didn't want anything else, and it was a 2 for deal. So this was the one I guess I wanted the most that I didn't have. The issue was, this was, the slipcover got really bashed up right there, and I think the case did. Yeah, the case got bashed up. So it got bashed because they used a bubble mailer. So they ended up refunding me for the $3.55, and I think totally refunding me for that one. And then Waldo Pepper got a little bit of damage around the same area, but not nearly as bad. You can barely, you wouldn't be able to see it on camera. It's in the corner here. And they gave me a little percentage off for that too, which I didn't even ask for. I think maybe it only ended up being like $1 off Waldo Pepper, but the $3.55 it was free. But I said I got a couple Steelbooks. It's just when the deal makes sense. And these Lionsgate Steelbooks are Best Buy exclusives. They're very nice Steelbooks. They're 4Ks. So I got a couple, and I really like this movie. This is a good one. It is 3:10 to Yuma, starring Russell Crowe and Christian Bale. I don't know that I would necessarily rewatch this anytime soon. I do have the Blu-ray of it, but this is a really nice addition. I think actually, unfortunately, the Blu-ray in this has a nice long scratch, and we're just seeing a lot more scratches on discs now because of whatever manufacturing issues they're having. I don't know, in certain lighting you can't even see it. Yeah, there it is. It's long. It's like an inch long scratch, actually. But again, am I going to go to Best Buy and deal with that? I mean, I'm not even going to watch the Blu-ray out of this set because I already have the Blu-ray. So I'd only be using the 4K out of this. If a Best Buy was right near me, I'd just go and do an exchange or whatever. Or I guess I could do it through BestBuy.com, but they're not the most easy to deal with, so I'd rather just not and just keep it. But this is a movie I might actually want to rewatch soon. I watched it once quite a while ago. Another nice Lionsgate. These were both $15, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. Kind of an important detail to leave out. The Punisher. Very nice. And, I mean, these are affordable slipcovers as it is. I mean, they're maybe a little bit over 20, so they're not, not a bad price just to get them when they come out for the quality of them. But when they drop down to like, I mean, I already have the Blu-rays. There's a lot of other movies to buy. Do I really need to put 20 after tax, maybe close to $25 on these? But 15 is much more reasonable. At Goodwill, I got the Dark Crystal, which I do already own. I'm not sure if my copy has the slipcover. This was only $3, and with the digital code which I'll be able to sell for more than $3 by itself. So I'll have a copy of Dark Crystal 4K to sell. This stuff, I don't know. This stuff I have already shown. I think I figured out I already shown that, so I'm not going to show that stuff again. I did order a couple Shout Scream Factory orders. They had, I think this was all in the same sale, but I ended up placing another order, which hopefully I got everything that I ordered. This one was pretty expensive, but it was like their Shout Factory website exclusive. Strip to Kill and Final Judgment here. Again, this was not cheap. This was like 22 or 23 bucks, I think. And I did watch both of these movies. Neither of them that great. Both of them entertaining enough that I watched them. Final Judgment. I think I enjoyed Final Judgment more, actually, with Brad Dourif. Brad Dourif's good. Final Judgment from 1992. Strip to Kill 1987. Strip to Kill, I mean, it was okay. It didn't really do much for me, though. I think that's actually maybe the more highly regarded of these two, but I enjoyed Final Judgment more. Not that I loved either of them, but we got a movie that I did like. Fire in the Sky here, starring D.B. Sweeney. Really good Robert Patrick. I thought Robert Patrick was as good as I've seen him in this. Peter Berg in this, James Garner in this. Really, really interesting movie. I really enjoyed this one. Definitely one to check out there. I think that was about 20 bucks, so it's not like they were giving it away. What else did I get? There was another one. It might be in this pile. Who knows? I'll find it. It'll be in here at some point. Here, I think, did I only get 3 that order? This was part of the order anyway. Femme Fatale, starring Antonio Banderas, Rebecca Romaine Stamos. Me and Charmy did watch this. This is a Brian De Palma movie, and it's, again, not great, but I think I gave this like 3.5 stars. I thought it was pretty good. A good thriller. So we enjoyed that one. My other order, was it just these? I don't know. I think I might be missing some from these orders, I feel like. I feel like I ordered more than 3, but so this was another order. Again, this was an exclusive to their website, so I decided to get it. Blood of the Vampire. It's pretty affordable. It's down to like 12 or 13 bucks for a website exclusive. That was a good deal there. Same thing for this one. It was about the same price range, and it's a website exclusive. It is Richard Burton in Bluebeard here from 1972, 124 minutes. I believe it was about $13. And then this is one that I had almost bought before, and I was kind of and I needed to get to the 50 free shipping, so I decided to go ahead and get it. No Way to Treat a Lady here. This is not a website exclusive, and this one was $15 from 1968. It's 108 minutes. Suspense master William Goldman wrote the novel from which this bizarre black comedy was adapted. Marathon Man is a really good one. One of the Kino, I don't know that I have any Kino 4Ks, but Marathon Man, I might beer me if I can get that for like 15 bucks with the Slippy. I do like Dustin Hoffman's Marathon Man. Good movie. Rod Steiger's in this. George Segal. What else we got here? I really think I got some more from Scream Factory, but Scream, Shout. This was a Best Buy one. It is Assassin's Creed. Very affordable for a 4K. It was $6 for this. I think I ordered it from Amazon when they price matched, and then I saw I was able to get it from Best Buy. I would get free shipping. I think I had something else to order with it, or so. I can't remember how it went. But a nice slipcover, actually. Not that mine's in mint condition. It's not horrible. It could be worse, could be better. But it's a nice slipcover, actually. I do have this already, but for that price. I didn't hate the movie, by the way. It wasn't anything great, but I didn't hate it. It got pretty bad reviews. This is another Goodwill one. We got About Time here for $3. This also came with the code, which paid for it. Beer me. Some other Amazon purchases. These 3 Amazon purchases, I had like a thing where if you spent $25, you'd get $10 off if you use their service where you like go pick up your order from like a locker type of thing. So these I think ended up being a little bit, these probably ended up being like $30, and then I got 10 off, and then there was some damage, so I ended up getting some of it free. But anyway, we got the Carrie treatment from Warner Archive Collection, which went down pretty cheap. I think it went down to about $10 on Amazon, and I decided to go ahead and grab that one. We got a Vestron that I passed on for quite a while. Earth Girls Are Easy. Jim Carrey's in this one. I don't know how big of a role he has in it, but he's in it. And this slipcover was just mangled. I mean, it was just pretty darn bad. Actually, in this lighting, it does. I mean, all the corners are, got it pretty good. I guess I wouldn't say mangled, but when they shipped this thing, it was probably mint, and then it just gets destroyed in shipping. And then a Paramount one, Harlem Nights here. An Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor joint, Harlem Nights. I think I have this on DVD, but I've never seen the movie. This is another one, another couple actually. I placed another Shout Factory order. We got Gravity Falls here on Blu-ray. This was like in their going out of print sale. I was 30-something, mid-30s for this, which was a pretty good price for it. It usually was like 50-something. And now that it's going out, it's going to be a lot more than that. This has a pretty decent hard box. One of the corners did get a little messed up there, but it's pretty good. Hard box, and then 3 Blu-ray cases in there. And then a movie that I enjoyed quite a bit. I had to get over 50 for free shipping, so I ordered the Streets of Fire Steelbook for, I believe, $20, which again was one of their going out of print items. There is a 4K of this. I decided there really wasn't anything else to get that would bring me over free shipping, and this was one that I did want to a certain degree. Maybe not $20 worth, but I think Gravity Falls was worth probably in the 40s, so it worked out, and there's no sales tax from Shout Factory. Not really too concerned about getting the 4K of this movie, quite honestly. And I did watch this one, and I enjoyed it. I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. It's a pretty darn good movie. You have, I like the main actor in this. I thought he was pretty good. Rick Moranis, Diane Lane was good in this. Maybe it must be Michael Paré, which I don't really know him from much. But then you have the bad guy in this, the villain, Willem Dafoe. Oh, excuse me. Holy cow. So that was a good one. This is another one I got from Best Buy with Assassin's Creed. We got the 4K 2-pack that I had my eyes on. 48 Hours, which I did have on Blu-ray. Had never watched. And another 48 Hours, which I do not have on Blu-ray. I might have it on DVD, possibly. But I got the 4K, and of course, the slipcover's bashed up pretty good from Best Buy. And I probably could have gotten 10% back from Best Buy, but it's not even worth my time, quite honestly, because I think that was like $18, so I'm just going to deal with it. What else we got here? This was a Target buy two, or no, this was I think they had a 20 or 25% off. And it is Gallipoli, Mel Gibson, one that I wanted. So it ended up not really being super cheap or anything. I don't know, probably $12 or $13 with the digital code. It is from 1981. It's like an Australian war movie. I think World War One. Gotta have all the Mel Gibsons. You gotta have them, baby. You gotta do it. Also from that, it was 25. I can't remember the percentage off it was, but it was pretty good. I got an 88 films. Yes, 88 films release. Magnificent Warriors with Michelle Yeoh. So I haven't watched this one yet. I think it's like an action comedy type of Asian movie there. I watched parts of this one. I think I fell asleep towards the end. Millionaires Express, which is a pretty recent release here. So again, this was around $20. Pretty silly. Sammo Hung movie. Pretty silly one, fun one. I might have showed this in my last haul. This was a Goodwill. I'm pretty sure I did. Thomas Crown Affair, Pierce Brosnan from Goodwill for $3. I was glad to find that. This was a Warner Archive one that went down to like, I think it was like $9 on Amazon for very, very briefly. It is Spencer Tracy and Sylvia Sidney? I don't even know who she is. It is Fury here on Blu-ray. This is a Fritz Lang movie. It is 92 minutes in black and white. It is from 1936. On the back, somebody quoted as saying, "Powerful director Fritz Lang's best American film." Fury. This was a cheapie on Amazon. I believe this was only $5 and I used rewards. It is Half Brothers here on Blu-ray. Supposed to be a fairly funny comedy. I already sold the digital code, which I don't know how much, probably $3. So that was very, very, very cheap. Let's get those out of the way. Man, this is a long-ass video. 27 minutes. Maybe I gotta break this into a couple parts. Holy shit! All right. Oh, this is another one that I got from my second Shout Factory order. It is Eight-Legged Freaks. Again, this one was not super cheap, but I believe it's as cheap as it's ever been. It might have been 15 to 17, 18 bucks. I wouldn't have paid 18 bucks for this, would I? I hope not. But it wasn't super cheap anyway. It was almost definitely more than $15. I just can't remember exactly how much. This one, I think this one was $2 from Walmart. It is Injustice. This guy's pretty good. This guy on the cover here, James Purefoy. So this is 5 episodes on 2 discs, 223 minutes. Some sort of, murder mystery detective sort of thing. Apparently Purefoy plays the defense barrister. He is called upon to defend an old friend in a homicide that may be much more than it seems. Even as death strikes close to home and he becomes a target of investigation himself. Sounds pretty good, actually. I'm going to have to pop that baby in, me and Charmy. I don't think that this has a Blu-ray. I've always been interested by this movie. It seemed like they pushed it pretty hard back in the day when it came out, if I remember correctly. I got this for $1 from Goodwill. The disc was mint. City of Angels. Does this even have a Blu-ray? It seems like it would. But I don't know. Never seen it. This one I shouldn't even have gotten because I'm going to get the 4K of this. It was $1 at Goodwill, the core. It's also on Paramount. Or not Paramount. It's on Peacock. It's on the cock, baby. The core here. I don't know why I even bought. I wasted $1. I'm definitely going to get the 4K eventually. Another Goodwill one. This one looked like it was out of print. Winter People for $1.99, an hour and 51 minutes, starring Kurt Russell and Kelly McGillis. Looked like this one went for a little bit of money online. Okay, those ones. I just got shit all over the place here. This is unbelievable. What am I doing with my life? Okay, anywho. All right, where are we gonna go here? Walmart has a bunch of steelbooks. If you have a Walmart that has a $5 bin, I already have all the movies. I decided to get the steelbooks, and I didn't open a lot of them because I'm not sure if I'm going to keep them, and some of them I'm almost certainly not going to keep, such as Kin, which I do already have on 4K with slipcover, and this steelbook is dented, so I am going to return this. I thought this was actually a decent movie, though. Wouldn't mind rewatching it. On the other hand, this wasn't a very good movie. Robin Hood. Again, these are all $5. I made sure the ones I got had digital code, so I'd get some of that money back even. This is one I'm going to keep because it's pretty cool. It is, I have both of these on 4K, but Terminator 2 Judgment Day and Total Recall. This is a Blu-ray, but I actually found one that was in good condition. This is pretty tough to find in good condition, especially if they just threw it in the bin. This store like kind of stacked them. So this was, and then maybe it was just put in there recently. So this copy is in really, really good condition. I think this was a Target exclusive originally. And it does have a digital code that must redeem for both movies. So this is actually pretty cool just for like the slip box. And I haven't looked at the steelbook yet, but that's a pretty cool one. And then this is a pretty fun movie. I have this on 4K, but I'll probably throw the 4K disc in the steelbook here because I think my package of the 4K is not in great condition. Hitman's Bodyguard. I do really like Ryan Reynolds, one of the most entertaining stars out there in my opinion. I do have the 4K of this, and maybe I could throw the 4K in this little package. We got First Blood here, and this does have the code with it too. Great movie. This is just a great one. 1982. Stallone. Fantastic stuff here. This was a good action movie, maybe underrated. It's American Assassin starring Michael Keaton and Dylan O'Brien. I like Dylan O'Brien. I think he's good. I guess they didn't really push him too hard as a star, but I like Dylan O'Brien. This movie I could never get into. This is a kind of a cool looking steelbook. I think I have this one on 4K too, actually, but I never completely watched the movie, which I should. Valerian here. So maybe I'll put my 4K disc in this nice looking steelbook. It's kind of a cool one. I don't know if I really need to keep this one. Pretty good movie. Ooh, this has got a dent in it too. This has got a few dents. This one's going back. This one's going back along with, I don't know how I didn't notice those dents in it. These are some pretty bad dents. It is Southpaw here, Jake Gyllenhaal. I already have it. I don't really need the steelbook. And it's got like some big old dents. Oh yeah. Denty. Good movie though. This was the other copy of the Schwarzenegger one I bought before I found the good copy. This one, you can tell, is beat to shit. This one is not in good shape. It was the only one I saw that day, though. So that one's going back to the store. This I think I might have this on 4K too. Got it for like $5. Deepwater Horizon. I don't know. I don't. This one has the Vudu and the iTunes, so it might be worth keeping. I can sell the code twice. Another, I think I have this on 4K too, and I've never watched it. What is wrong with you, P-Mac? What is wrong with you? It is Hacksaw Ridge here. $5. Andrew Garfield. And then another one I have. Ooh, this has got a loose disc. How didn't I notice that? P-Mac's losing it. Jigsaw here on Blu-ray. A lot of times them jiggling around in the case doesn't even scratch them, which makes you wonder, if they're jiggling around this case and they don't get scratched, what are they doing at these factories to scratch these discs? Because you get a lot of them scratched right out of the case when they're not loose. This was a fun action movie, but the copy I got, I actually noticed as I was checking out, but I was like, eh. This one is really bad. It's Hunter Killer here. And again, I think I was in a big time hurry. Like I think we had to be somewhere, so I was really being quick. So that must have been that's my excuse. So 4 of those at least have to go back to the store. At least 35 minutes. We got to get going here. This is just. You're getting your money's worth. Oh wait, you don't pay anything for this, so you're definitely getting your money's worth on PMAC movies, where you don't pay anything. Except Joe Masiello. So Joe Masiello is getting his money's worth. Deadly Games here on Blu-ray. I fell asleep during this movie. Not that good. It wasn't totally horrible, but not that good. A better movie. These are from Hamilton Book, by the way. See, I'm starting to lose it. These were from Hamilton Book. $12. This was also $12. Hell High with the slipcover. This one was pretty decent. This one, at least for one watch, I don't know how rewatchable it is, but I enjoyed the one watch of it. It was pretty solid. This was a really good one. I like this one a lot. And I actually watched this one right before. I was like already getting sick a couple weeks ago. And I had already told my boss I wasn't coming into work. And then the first thing I did that day was watch this movie. And the rest of the day, I was out. I could not even watch TV. Got super sick. I was out the rest of the week. But it is Audrey Rose here. Just a really, really good, underrated horror movie. And it's more like a psychological type thing. This is a fantastic one. Hamilton Book, $12 if they still have it. It does have, my copy did have the booklet with it still. Really, really good. Super happy to have this movie. Highly recommended. I believe it came around the time of the Exorcist movies, and this is not a copycat of the Exorcist. There's definitely similarities, but there's definitely enough differences that makes it its own movie. A really, really good one. Highly recommended. I got Flatliners 4K, which has one of those really, really nice slip covers. Oh, it feels so good. These guys out there that are obsessed about slipcovers, I really kind of wonder what they do with their slipcovers at nighttime when their wife's asleep and they go to the movie room for a little. Honey, what are you doing in there? Why are you moaning in the movie room? Get out! I need privacy! We got Ludwig here on Blu-ray. 2-disc set. This one I believe was $15. This is a long movie. This is a long mofo movie. 257 minutes. So I don't know if this was more of a mini-series or what. And Arrow originally released this with, I believe it had like a yellow box. It was like a nice box set. But this one I believe has the same disc. That one had the box, a booklet, probably a poster, but I don't know if you could ever get that one for less than like $30. We got Anthony Perkins in Edge of Sanity here, and again, this never had a slipcover, but this is one of their original printings because it does have the booklet with it, so that's pretty cool for only $12. We got some of their more recent movies that they put out, which tend to be pretty darn hit or miss, maybe more on the miss side. We got Two Witches here on Blu-ray. PMAC's starting to get a little kooky. All right. And then we got The Sacred Spirit. This sounds like a pretty weird one too, but it does come with a second disc, which is a limited edition exclusive. It has a bunch of the director's short films, including one that is, I think, is like a feature length. 59 minutes, Uranus from 2014. And then there's a bunch of other short ones. So, kind of like you're getting 2 movies. Only 12 bucks, not bad. And then I got some DVDs. Haven't even opened this one. This show actually sounds pretty darn good. I don't buy series as much as I used to because I have access to so many streaming services. And I believe this one is on BritBox, which I at least have for a few more days, maybe. I might be out of days. I don't know. But I read pretty good things about it, and it was way cheaper on Hamilton Book than anywhere else. Dickensian. It has a bunch of Charles Dickens characters put into this world. Sounded pretty good. Got really good reviews and stuff. It's 615 minutes. I believe this is the whole series on maybe 3 discs. So for $8, not too bad. And I believe everywhere else it was like up towards $20. So I decided to get it. I got Mr. Turner here, which is a Sony Pictures Classics. Timothy Spall is the actor, and he's really good. Timothy Spall is a really good actor. Ugly motherfucker, but ugly son of a gun, but good actor, and just phenomenal reviews for that. And then this was only like $2, I think. The Valerian Boracek Short Films Collection. Total, it is 144 minutes, and it ranges from 1959 to 1984. Charmy's going to be annoyed that I'm taking so long for this video. Let's get this crap done. It's almost done. We only got a few left. Oh, I forgot an Arrow box set. This was one of the biggies from Arrow. This was $35, which was a really good price for this. The limited edition of, what is it called? Gothic Fantastico? Gothic Fantastico. 4 Italian Tales of Terror. It is 4 discs. Each disc has its own movie. I think they're all black and white. 3 of them are in the high 80s for minutes, and one of them's 110 minutes. I think Franco Nero might have even been in one of these. I thought I read. And I do enjoy some Franco Nero. He's got those nice eyes. Franco Nero. He's got some weird color eyes. Pretty cool looking. I don't see his name on here. Maybe he's not in any of these. I think maybe I thought I read that he was, though. I don't know. How do I always get Layla fur on me? I think it's just floating all over the air in here. Breathing in Layla fur constantly. She doesn't even come in this room, so I don't know. Some cheap DVDs that I got. I like to get these IFC Midnight ones, especially when they're down to $2 in their skin here on DVD. I don't think this had a Blu-ray, at least not in the US, maybe another country. This is a Scream Factory starring Toby Jones. It is Kaleidoscope. Another IFC Midnight joint, which tend to be pretty darn underrated, I think. They have some good stories and whatnot. This was also $2, and it is another IFC Films, although not IFC Midnight. It is Heartless, starring Jim Sturgis. This sounded really good. This got pretty good reviews and stuff. So for $2, I snagged that. This one I had my eye on when it was like $4, dropping. I think it ended up being $2. Guillermo del Toro presents Julia's Eyes, an MPI and IFC Midnight joint. This looks like a good one. It's in Spanish. That should be a good one. I do like George C. Scott. Diane Lane's in this too, along with Eric Roberts. Holy cow. But I think probably this is not a very good picture quality. But this was $3. Descending Angel, decided to get it because it was a George C. Scott. And then also for $2, I do like Mark Strong, and Vera Farmiga is pretty good too. Closer to the Moon here on DVD for only $2. This is another MPI one. So you can get some pretty good stuff on there for cheap. So this phone might die. I think my power supply is almost out here, so the phone might actually die too. But I believe I went through everything. Finally! If you want PMAC to make another video in less than a month, make sure you leave a comment. If you don't give a shit, I don't care what you do. But if you want PMAC to make another video within a month, leave a comment. Go on different YouTube accounts and leave multiple comments. Let's make PMAC movies great again. I think that's everything. Let me know your thoughts on what I snagged up here. Let me know if you participated in any of these sales. Hamilton Book really doing good. They got another update coming on Monday with more arrows, although not as many as this past time, but they're doing price drops. They're doing a few more arrows. Probably going to be beering myself again. You'll probably see it in a month, month and a half, 2 months, but leave a comment. You'll motivate me. You'll motivate me. You'll motivate me just like Monica motivated Bill. You guys might be too young for that. I did not. PMAC, don't be spreading lies. I think that's it. PMAC's getting a little kooky, and I need to go relax and watch something with Charmy. Maybe some Picard on Paramount Plus. We'll see you next time on PMAC.